Yo, guys, what's going on? I don't know how long I'm going to be live today, but you know, try to get some things done, hang out a little bit. Probably not going to play music today either. I did get copyright struck. Oh, wow, somebody actually beat the fatal exception. That's crazy. 2-0 was the first. They were not the last. We've seen even more players complete the events. Wanted to give everyone a shout out. Dang, man. All these people completed it. Big spenders for sure. Still got 40 frags. I don't know. That didn't really make a whole lot. We need to do dailies, right? I think I started some yesterday. So, arena dailies, main mission, Elseworld. Let's get to the arena. Ba-da-bum, bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum. Who are we fighting? All red team? Alright. We did went to the gym and did legs today, so my legs are like really, really weak at the moment. Maybe we can turn on some in-game sound effects. That might be a little bit better. That way you ain't gotta listen to nothing when there's nothing to talk about. I'm pretty sure we got this one. Go ahead and skip it. Settings. We can do music, right? How loud is that? About right there, that's fine. That might be a little bit loud. Bring that down a notch. Yeah, like right there is alright. Be alright. I know it's Friday. Probably people are getting ready for the weekend and stuff, so. May not have a whole lot of people tonight, but I am here to help anybody that wants it. What are y'all getting into this weekend? I gotta go to work, and I work 12-hour shifts on the weekend, so I don't think I'm gonna be doing much, working and sleeping. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, the in-game soundtrack's not too bad, actually. I kind of dig it. Yeah. Oh man, my back's kind of sore too. Luckily, my shoulder didn't give me any more problems this week. Feels a lot better now, but I think tomorrow when I do arms, I'm gonna go really light on shoulders. I don't want to risk that injury or it being sore again. Probably. Edit this. EC. There we go. Bum. Another dub. I think I got one more. Yeah, one more. Let's fight this guy. Got pretty high power. There's been a few times now that I've gotten like some weird messages on YouTube. Messages and comments, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? I think they're bots. I could be wrong. And it's usually someone like trying to self-promote too. It's like really weird. Like, dude, just put in the work and do what you got to do. This guy's definitely gonna win. He's one of the best PvPers on our server. Got probably one of the best accounts too. Crazy. Okay, vigilante. What What team was I working on last night with Vigilante that I said was going to be really good? I don't know if it was the... I think we had... This team has Kid Flash, but I don't know if they need Kid Flash anymore. I wish I would have built up Jessica too. I guess we can just keep Kid Flash here. I do want to change this team up a little bit. I'm thinking... Did the block synergy work? I don't remember if it did. Because we can go block plus these two. But I don't know. We need Green Arrow. You can run... You can run that. That might be a... Something like that, maybe. I don't know. Let's go test it. Let's go test. That's what Elite Arena's for, man. It's for testing. This dude's squad is cracked. Just got Vigilante for Batman. Bet, dude. That's huge. Good to see you back too, 1000. How'd your gym session go last night? Hey, what's going on, Hallow? Hallowy? Hallowy. What's going on, Hallowy? This team's still lacking something, man. I mean, we could just run Flash in here and take out Zatanna. Hey, what's going on, Farron? How you doing? Having Lex is such a blessing. I know he should be like your first priority when you start logging into the game. You unlock Lex and then start building out your team. I still need him for my free-to-play account. He's not doing, or I can't get the Gorilla Grodd shards. So I'm thinking I'm gonna remake the how to get Lex video and basically tell you to beeline it to get Gorilla Grodd shards first because he's like the hardest to get. And then after that, should be able to get him within like, I don't know. You could probably, like, if you really try, you could probably get him within 2 weeks of playing. Not much, dude. Just got off work and headed home to eat. Heck yeah, dude. What are you having for dinner tonight? I went and got Subway. I know it's not the greatest thing, but it'll do the job for tonight. See, the debuff team's looking strong. I just don't know what to do about the armor break. How do you get Lex? You have to fusion summon him in the events. The events tab, you go into fusion summon. He's a little bit difficult to get, but I have a video on it that basically explains how to get Lex pretty fast. There's a video on my channel, you can check it out. But it's really not that hard. You just got to stay focused on getting Lex. I think it was like my first video too. I don't think it was very good, but I put it out there because I wanted to get started. Like I said, I might have to remake it. It really didn't get too much attention. We definitely gotta build the burn team on my free-to-play account. They look really strong. And then when what's his name, Firestorm comes out, they're probably gonna be a lot better. We'll try that. I don't think that's gonna work. We'll try that. This dude's teams are also cracked. He put a lot of investment into his characters. We'll see though. I don't know why he put Deathstroke in the front row though. Like if anything, I'd have put Ocean Master there. I'm curious to see when they announce the buffs that are coming out, man. A couple characters are supposed to be getting buffs, so. That's funny that you had Subway for dinner, LOL. I'm grabbing a Publix chicken tender sub. Ooh. Yeah, I don't ever go to Publix because it's on the other side of town, but every time I do go there, I feel like I spend more money than I should. But the chicken tender sub sounds pretty good. Dude, Zaxby's has a new chicken quesadilla that's freaking fire, man. I try to get it like once a week before it goes away, but it's really good. Where do you see when who's getting buffed? It's just rumors. There's nothing like officially been announced. But somewhere, I think at some point the devs said like a bunch of characters were gonna get buffed. That's why like Vixen, Bizarro, the creature commandos, they're all supposed to get some kind of buff here in the future. And I'm hoping it's after the Peacemaker team comes out, but we'll see. Because technically we still have one more season for the rest of this year, which means we'll probably get 1 or 2 new legendary characters, and maybe the reworks will come out before that or after that at some point. That's what we're hoping anyway. We don't actually know. I'm trying to find the best place to get chicken at, but like I don't want like fast food chicken. I want like stuff I can cook at home. Cause like I guess someone was showing me a video where like the Walmart brand chicken was like peeling like string cheese, and I was like, that can't be good. So like I don't want to go to Walmart anymore. I usually go to oh gosh, what is it? Food City? Food City's not bad. But some of their stuff's a little expensive. Like chicken's ridiculous right now. I think it was like 20 bucks for a couple of for like 2 or 3 breasts or something. I was like, what are we doing, man? And I get it, the economy's kind of bad right now, but I mean, the cost for healthy food is just crazy right now. And we were having internet issues all day today too. I couldn't get online to do anything. It finally fixed like a couple hours ago, but I was like, dude, I got homework to do and a bunch of stuff. All right, let's see what we got going on. I definitely don't want the block team to fight. What counters the block team? Is it the debuff team? I think a debuff team would do all right against block. Yeah, we could try that. Oh, I get to play some more Borderlands 4. The game is like surprisingly really fun. There was a lot of people doubting it, but I think they're gonna eat their words. This game looks pretty good. And it seems to be running fine on my PC, which was kind of a worry because like of the recommended specs and everything. Even unhealthy options are just as expensive too, and McDonald's you could spend almost $8 on a meal, but you can go to Chipotle and get a bowl for 11. Yeah. I don't. So like a little while ago, McDonald's like CEO or whatever came out and said like, we're gonna turn McDonald's into a 5-star like restaurant. Like we want to make pristine burgers and stuff. And so they started upping all the prices. That's why they got rid of the dollar menu. And I was like, this is the dumbest thing ever. Like, the reason people went to McDonald's was because they didn't have any money. Like, they would eat off the dollar menu because they didn't have any money. And now, like, all the prices of McDonald's burgers and stuff have gone up and, like, through the roof. It's crazy. I was like, what a stupid thing to say. We want to turn McDonald's into a gourmet restaurant. What? What are we doing? You're a fast food restaurant and you have been since day one. Well, Block is still just really strong, man. Especially Nightwing. If Nightwing's built correctly, he just doesn't die or take any freaking damage. Yeah, I don't think we're probably not gonna win. Give it. See how this team does. The DCU Superman's gonna give me a problem. Yo, Chipotle's bomb though, man. I haven't been there in quite a while, but again, like the problem is like some of my like favorite restaurants and stuff are across town. I did find this nice like Hispanic restaurant close to where I live. And I usually get that before work, but they make some of the best tacos I've ever had. Tacos, and I usually get carne asada fries. Oh man, it's so good. I could talk about food all day though. I love food. Yeah, the DCU Superman. Pain in the butt, man. If we can manage to kill his back row though, we might win this. Yeah. All right. All right, this one's over, boys. I should have put this team up against the block team. They'd have done a lot better. Like right here, just gonna put them right there. They're probably gonna win that, maybe. Uh, debuff team can go here. I don't want to fight that with all these blues on here. All right, let's try this one out. Hopefully we can get rid of Nightwing real quick. Well, there's half his health. I don't know if that's going to be enough, though. Transfer those debuffs. Yeah. Oh, that Batman hit so hard. Holy cow. The problem is he's got two guys on his team with invulnerability. Well, like Chipotle's just like a really good protein source, man. Like you can get some good protein there. And if you're lifting and stuff, like protein's so valuable. Speaking of which, I gotta go make my shake here in a minute. Boom, boom. Yo, the soundtrack for this game's not too bad. I'll give them that. The PvP soundtrack is actually pretty decent. I have my two main teams, block and burn, but I don't know what to do for my third. Stuck between Mr. T or crit AoE. I'm missing Hal for Mr. T. You don't really need Hal for the Mr. T team. He's just like he's just really good on that team. You can just run Jessica and then like another superpower damage character. You should be all right. You don't need Hal, but if you ever do pull him, you might want to build him up for that team. I have everything for the crit AoE. My only issue is I don't think crit AoE is as good. It's decent. Like, it's really good for like starting the game and getting going. And it'll carry you quite a long time. So, like it would be a pretty decent idea to build them. But I think if you're gonna go for Mr. T and you have DCU Superman, Jessica, Mr. T obviously, and then let's see, Mr. T, Superman, DCU, Guy Gardner, Jessica, and then you have like a flex spot, but that team's really good. I'm pretty advanced in this game already. Oh yeah, then just build out your Mr. T team. Yeah, if you spend money and are able to build like different teams and stuff, like, more power to you. I started when Global was released. Gotcha. I think I started either the day of or the day after Global release. And then next season, Mr. T and Hal will be you'll be able to summon them as your desired summons. So they're probably going to be pretty good to get at the start of next season, or finish building them up at the start of next season, depending on how far you got them. Man, here. Oh, 2 support is crazy. Crazy, dude. Let's do that, see if that works. Dude, Batman hits so dang hard. Like, I think Batman's such a good character right now, but he really just doesn't have a team. I guess the team he's using could work okay, but he's using 2 really good supports for one team. Yeah, Batman's a monster. Are we gonna be able to do this? Bro, how is he healing so damn much? Absolutely. His John's probably maxed out or close to it. That John Stewart was nuts. It carried that freaking team. I don't understand how he was healing so much. It must be part of his badge or something. He's got Peacemaker in the back, which is an interesting choice. Ocean Master in front and Peace in the back. Yeah, it's a very interesting choice here. I think Ocean Master can tank in like a way, but like he would need like a full tank, armor set in order to do it, and he'd have to be like rank 10. But even then, like when everybody starts getting up to like rank 10 characters and stuff, I don't think Ocean Master should be in the front. I think he'll get burst down too quick. Let's see how they do against this team right here. The more I look into badges too, the more I realize like they're super important. They give like crazy stat boosts. Like not only are the skills really good, but the stat boosts themselves are like super important. All right. Easy dub. Yeah, I want them there. Let's fight. Do that. That Batman. Holy cow. I want to use Batman, but he doesn't have a team, or a viable team, I should say. Yeah, he's he's a good character. He's a good flex character. Like if you don't have like a DPS or something on your team, I mean, you could just throw Batman in and he'll work perfectly fine. Granted, I think he performs better on like certain teams, but he's a really good flex character at the moment, where he'll fill a DPS gap in your team or something. But as far as like, I don't think single target DPS in this game is going to be very good. Like unless they do something crazy in the future, but I don't know. Yeah, they rip through this team. Holy cow. All right, let's see if we can pull something off here. Let's get rid of Lex. He's starting to become a pain. Yeah, Lex too. Lex is another great like character for like flexing. Like if you don't have another tank, dude, just I'm just gonna Lex Luthor. Be all right. Are you testing out Vigilante? I tested him out quite a bit tomorrow. We can a little bit today. Are there specific things that you want to see from Vigilante or anything? I mean, he's on this team right now too. I mean, he's doing pretty good. I'm not a fan of Peacemaker, so I'm not going for any of characters. Hey, and that's perfectly fine. It just means you'll have more resources for the next team that comes out, or any character that you want, really. Why do you usually pair or build a team around Lex? I don't. I like him, but sometimes the fight goes on so long that his ult gets too expensive and takes up the other character's ults. Yeah, I don't build teams around Lex. I use Lex as a flex character. So if I don't have another, you know, if I don't have another tank or something that's going to fit well with the team, then I just throw in Lex, and Lex does his job perfectly fine. I want Reverse Flash in the game so bad. I'm sure he'll come. Reverse Flash is a very popular character. It'd be kind of weird to not have him in the game. I mean, we might win this. It's gonna be close. Oh yeah. All right. Cool. Got it. Okay. And if anybody's curious, the reason like Lex is really good is because basically he can just be slot into any team and do his job perfectly fine. Like his job is to shield and protect the team, and he does that really, really well on pretty much any team. That's why, you know, getting Lex early is going to help your account quite a bit. Mine's just not very tanky at the moment. Yeah, I think we went up against too many blues here. If I have more matches after this, I'm gonna slot Kid Flash into that armor break team. Wow. They stunned Sinestro. That sucks. This dude's fast. Holy cow. By the way, don't usually comment on videos, but I do love your videos. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I've been trying to make my videos accessible for everybody, especially my teams. I want to make sure that if people pull a character, they know what teams are going to be good for that character, and you know what characters to look out for, things like that. So, but I appreciate the comment, man. This dude's teams are cracked. I think we won this one. I'm just gonna skip it. I want to see this guy roster. Really, he didn't invest too much into Raven. Interesting. Yeah, he had a pretty cracked team, man. I got my Deathstroke to badge 22 today. Heck yeah, dude. That's a huge damage boost. Elite Arena is my personal favorite game mode, so even if it's not possible, I tend to build characters around the buffs for that season. So I'm personally interested to see PvP. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. My PvP videos typically don't do too well. I don't think a lot of people really care about it, but I don't know if that's going to stop me from creating those guides or anything. I like PvP too, but like to a certain extent, like it's almost ridiculous because of how much money people spend in the game and how these high-end players just have these incredibly already built teams and stuff. Hello, sir. I've been subscribed to your channel and watched your videos quite a bit, but this time I've caught one of your live streams. Well, welcome, Damon. Glad to have you here, bud. Yeah, I don't know if streaming 3 days a week is. It feels like a lot. I don't know. I just don't know if there's enough content for me to go over by streaming 3 days a week. But I don't know. We're gonna keep trying it for a while and see how it becomes. It's actually pretty fun. I like talking to you guys and answering questions and stuff. I definitely think Kid Flash is going to be better here than Zatanna, though. Lex dies too quick. Peacemaker is only so tanky. Zatanna doesn't really do anything but give crit right now because she's not fully maxed. I think the play here is Kid Flash. Do artifacts guide, things like that if you haven't already. I can do an artifacts guide. The issue is like there's not a whole lot of artifacts in the game, and I don't know, they're all pretty straightforward. I don't know if they really need guides. I guess I can though. I can put something together for that. It wouldn't be too bad of an idea. Love this game, but miss DC Legends. So I played DC Legends maybe once or twice, and I couldn't get past. I think by the time I started playing, there was just too much stuff, too much information that I didn't know, and I don't believe there was any content creators covering it. So like, you got into that game and you're kind of just lost unless you had already been there for years. Totally understand, by the way, keep seeing people say Batman is amazing. Haven't built him yet because he doesn't fit my comps. How much investment is needed for Batman to be considered top tier? Well, for any character to be considered top tier, they'd have to be at rank 10. Batman's good as right now he's only good as like a flex DPS. He's there to fill in your slots for a missing DPS or something. He doesn't really have a team. Besides Marvel Avengers Alliance Part 1. Marvel Avengers Alliance. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Okay, this block team was cracked. Does he have minimum badge requirements? All right, let's look at Batman real quick. So Batman, obviously you want to build him attack and crit. I don't know why I don't have. What am I doing here? So you want Batman in attack crit, right? His minimum badge requirement, effectively 50, 75%. Target hat. More debuffs. Stack of fear for 2 rounds. You're gonna need him at badge 30. Batman's gonna require a butt ton of investment to be considered good. Or like really, really good. I think he already does like a butt ton of damage. So if you just want to use him for damage, then you can just use him wherever. But if you're going to consider like taking Batman all the way, then he's going to need badge 30. Which I don't recommend. There's other characters with better badges and damage output than Batman. Not that Batman's bad. I just think that there's better characters that you could spend your resources on. Batman would be like a character that you build after you've built, you know, 3 main teams. I hope that kind of helps. Because one of my concerns is definitely which badge prioritize. So far, I upgrade my DPS badges, but unsure if I should change it up by investing in tanks support badges. So here's what I recommend. So I basically in my guides I tell everybody just run one team. The easiest team that you're going to be able to build in the very beginning of the game is going to be your block team. So something like this, and then I'm pretty sure I have Robin in the block team for extra bleed damage. So you're gonna want to set up something like this for your initial block team. And then the way you prioritize which characters get it is you're gonna look at Nightwing. You're gonna be like, okay, he needs to get his first badge, so I go unlock his first badge. Then you're gonna move down. You're gonna go to, let's say Ocean Master. Ocean Master needs his first badge. I need to go unlock his first badge. You just do it one character at a time. That way you're not wasting. That way you're not wasting resources. You're just leveling. You're just investing in badges one character at a time for your main team. But I want to use him for Justice or Gotham. What are we talking about here? 1,000. What are we talking about? Oh, Batman. God, dude. I'm tired of going up against these guys. For example, I have Nightwing and Ocean Master both at 10. I am not sure which to go. So either way, you're gonna go for you're gonna get both their badges up. So it doesn't really matter. You just need to start investing. If I were you, I'd probably do Ocean Master, since his chance to counter goes up by 15%, which is nice. Technically, you kind of want to do your DPS first, and then your tanks, and then your support. But it all kind of just depends on what their badge actually does for the team. If the badge doesn't really do a whole lot for the team, then I'd say like that should be your last priority. It either needs to make that character really broken, or it needs to support the team in some type of way. That should be like the rule of thumb on upgrading badges. Yeah, no worries. Usually your DPS, like you want to target your DPS first, because like you get the best stat increases like DPS wise through the badge system. So that'll just bump up your DPSs like crazy. Technically Ocean Master's like your support / DPS because of his counterattacks. So like investing in him first would probably be better for the team overall, and then go back and do like Nightwing and Vixen and you know, so on and so forth. And then if your team has like 2 DPSs, which traditionally most teams do, it'll be your main DPS, which is like your strongest hitter. You'll upgrade him first through the badges, and then you work on your second DPS. And by doing that, it'll help you clear content a lot easier. Tanks are also super important too, though. Like, your main tank should be getting a lot of love. Like Nightwing, the more you invest in the Nightwing, the stronger he gets. So at some point, if you feel like Nightwing is dying too quick or something, you need to figure out how to invest more into him, so that you can get him to where he survives a lot longer. Because if your front line dies really quick, then your back line's not really going to do anything because they're just going to die. But yeah, for at least for the block team, I would focus on upgrading Ocean Master's badge first, and then Nightwings. The block team's a little unique because it really doesn't have a set DPS. You can kind of flex around with the DPS, whether you're going to go for like a hybrid bleed type team, or if you're just going to go with Bloodshot, which is, he's okay, but like his ult's not great, and but he does do quite a bit of damage. So right now I'm personally having fun with Peacemaker. I understand he isn't top tier, but he is fun enough that I'm looking forward to build a physical heavy team. I got Wonder Woman and Peacemaker rank 9. Hey, that's really, really good. Did you have you pulled for Vigilante yet? Yeah, I have, but only one copy so far. Ooh. We'll eventually get him to rank 8. Yeah. That'll be your best bet for sure. Getting him as high a rank as you can. When I got Peacemaker, he pushed me through 28 to 29. Heck yeah, dude. If Judo Master is good, I would consider to whale a bit to 10. That's interesting. I mean, if you want to build out that team, yeah, you probably, like, you know, you should, but just don't go crazy to where you end up like hurting yourself financially because you want to build a team. Chances are you'll be able to get their shards, you know, fairly quickly after their event ends. So the shelter he provides early game is so good. Yeah, yep. Peacemaker does quite a good job. He really shines at rank 10. Really shines at rank 10. Yeah, I think overall Peacemaker is a pretty good character. He's not like game breaking by any means, but he's decent. And he does his job pretty well as an off tank. We'll have to see though, because like I really need to watch all three of them together in different game modes and stuff to like really figure out what the team is meant to do. I understand that they're there to like fight for long periods of time, but I don't think there's enough healing in the team to be able to do that. Or at least enough sustain. But put in back. Oh, but if you put him in the back, for me he is DPS / support rather than tank DPS. I mean, you can do that. I've seen quite a few people doing that. I don't necessarily think it's the right call, or but if it works, like I can't really fault you for doing it if it works. No worries, I'll be watching content creators to see if he's worth it, because I'm a bit annoyed how good Mr. T is at 10, and I couldn't get it. Ooh. You should, like, if you have Mr. T, though, like, you should be able to get him 10 star, if you focus him down. Like, if you just make sure that you're getting as many of the shards for him as you can, and then using, I mean, I wouldn't, but, like, you could use your universal shards to get him to rank 10. But I think my Mr. T is only at rank, what, 8 now? Maybe 7? 7 or 8? And he does just fine. The only difference is there's not a whole lot of healing on the team, because he's not really doing what he's supposed to do, but I really hate how they lock, like, some of the better abilities. Like, Ocean Master's heal shouldn't be a rank 10 unlock. It should be like it should be his rank 7 or 8, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing I like that's kind of annoying, is like a lot of the characters don't get really, really good until like rank 10. You're like, well, basically that's just maxing out the character. So like I have to invest all this into the character just to see him be really good. Can't wait for Mr. T2 to be in Desired Epics. Yeah, he should be in Desired Epics next season. I think Ocean Master's fine, because like you can farm his shards pretty much daily. So like getting him to rank 10 shouldn't be too difficult for most players. Like at most it would take you like a couple months, but like you could get him rank 10 fairly easily. But like for people like let's see. Who else has a really good synergy that missing out? I'm drawing a blank. But there's quite a few characters that I can't think of right now, but basically you need to get them to rank 10 before they're good. Oh, actually, Peacemaker's team, they, most of them don't get really, really good until rank 10. Burn synergy? Nah, burn synergy is all about like detonation. I don't think Superboy gets anything crazy in his synergy skill. Unless I just didn't read it, which could be the case, but I'm pretty sure it's just all detonation damage. Is Pandora need rank 10? Ooh, that's a good question. I can go look at her here in a second. But I think about this a lot too. I'm like, bro, if I have to get like every single member on a team to rank 10, like that's going to take me quite a while. Like if I'm not spending money, it's going to take me quite a while. And then it's like, at that point, is that team just going to be power crept? So like all those resources were kind of wasted. Like I don't know. That's what I've been kind of preaching it, that like they need to readjust some of these systems so that players are getting more resources. Because if I waste, or I'm sorry, it wouldn't be a waste, but like if I used 4 months to build out the block team, and then they release a team that basically just devours block and makes block completely useless, did I just build block for no reason over the last 4 months? Like, it's concerning. By the way, I see people use Constantine and Pandora on block. Do you know how they work? How they work together? I think it's just because they're both sacrifice characters. Um, all right, let's look at Pandora real quick. I don't have her built. All deployed allies gain stats. When an ally's HP drops below 30% for the first time, grants a shield that absorbs damage equal to 8%. At rank 7, all deployed allies attack, HP, and defense plus 9%. When an ally's HP drops below 30% for the first time, grants a shield that absorbs 12%. I don't know. What is her rank? I don't know why it doesn't show me her rank 10. Let me see. Oh, they don't have it in the different. You know, I'm not sure if Pandora need it. If she's anything like everybody else, when their rank gets to 10, she's gonna get something additional here, which is gonna make her stupid. But I haven't really seen a whole lot of people building Pandora or saying anything good about her, so I don't 100% know if she's actually worth investing to rank 10. And this doesn't really do a whole lot. Like, it's just a shield, and it's only one time, so I don't know. I don't think that's great. Ah, yes, is a bleed, because I use the bleed version of block, so I was curious. Oh, okay. They're Pandora and Constantine are his flex characters. Or, you know, who's ever using that team. They're flex characters. So he subs in as a debuff, and she subs in as a healer. That's the thing too. The information would be open to players, so we can plan who we build. Yeah, I've been talking to some guys on Discord, trying to get a whole bunch of information put together so that we can make our own Discord that has like basically all the information in the game. But it's gonna take a while because nobody played in the other versions of the game, so nobody really has characters built. A flex character? Okay, so a flex character is like, so your main block team, right? I'm gonna do an example real quick of what a flex character is. So we're just gonna put together like the traditional block team here. If I can find the characters. Okay, so like this is like a traditional block team, right? Like most people will run something like this, like these main three. And then like you have Vixen. You can run Vixen. You don't have to run Vixen, but you can run Vixen, right? Because she is part of the block synergy, plus she has lead in her kit, which helps support Ocean Master. And then your flex character is like a DPS, right? So your flex character is going to be like your extra DPS character. So like obviously there's like best in slots for every team, but this is my flex unit right here. So for my flex unit, I need something that's going to support this team. Well, what does this team do? So this team blocks and applies bleed. Okay, do I have another character that applies block? Let's see. No, I don't, right? I don't, like, let's pretend I don't have Blue Beetle. I don't have Blue Beetle, so I don't have another block character. Okay, so what are my options for bleed then? If I can find bleed. There it is. So what are my options for bleed? Okay, well I can slot in Robin. Robin can be my flex DPS here. If I have Deathstroke can also be my flex DPS here. If I don't have either of those characters, okay, well, what does this team lack? Well, this team might lack damage, right? So my flex character here could be Batman. Batman is a great flex character. He can go in there, he causes armor break, which weakens the enemies, and then he does a bunch of burst damage with his ultimate. Great, so he can be a great flex DPS. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's also a great flex DPS. Like, if you just need an extra DPS slot, you put her in there. Now, if we're talking about tanks, your flex tanks would be someone who supports the team. So for this team, I would look at it and be like, okay, so what does this team do? This team blocks, okay, but we already know I don't have any other block characters that are going to fill this role. So what's a tank character that does a really good job tanking and then also supporting the team? Well, Lex is a great example of that. You can throw Lex into pretty much any team and he'll perform his job the way he needs to. Another thing is I can look at this team and be like, okay, this team does a lot of physical damage. Okay, well, Peacemaker applies armor break and fragile, so he's going to help support this team in a way that benefits their damage. So a flex character is just someone that if you don't have the right synergy team like put together, you can just slot in this character right here or something, and they'll fit that team in a way that benefits them. I hope that explains it. All right, let's move on to Elseworld challenges. We're getting low on time though, so I gotta speed through some of this. Yeah, Peacemaker would be really good in a block team if you don't have Blue Beetle. Yep. I think Peacemaker would perform really well, and then your flex DPS could be like Vigilante if you just pulled Vigilante too. Like you could use them in a block team. It works pretty well. When any ally casts their ultimate, blah blah blah. Think of flex character as a good substitute that might not entirely strategize. Correct. It's not the best option for the team, but the character does support the team in one way or another. And examples of flex characters is like the Flash. The Flash is a great support flex character that you can pretty much throw on any team and he'll do his job to support the team. Lex for tank, and then DPS. DPS is a little tricky because they have to benefit the team in some sort of way, but yeah. I hope that explains flex, man. I know it's a little bit tricky for people to kind of understand that, but um one of the problems about tier lists is it usually based on max investment, which is great, but I don't want to know which characters start good with less investment. Like as you build them, they get better, of course, but doesn't have to be rushed. Um, yeah, there's not. So my problem with tier lists is they rank characters individually, and that's not how this game works. You don't just like simply rank characters based on how well they are. You have to rank them based off of how well they perform in their team. That's why I haven't done any tier list videos. I don't think they're the right um I don't think they're the right type of video for this style of game. I just took my Nightwing to rank 10. Now I just need Bloodsport. My Deathstroke is at rank 9 and my Blue Beetle is at rank 8, but at least all my epics will be max for block. Yes. Yes. That is good. Now you can actually start working on another team too. And once you get like 3 solid teams going, uh your account's just going to start snowballing. Like you're going to have lots and lots of maxed out characters in no time. But you got to get those like initial 3 teams down. Like for example, Deathstroke. I don't personally think he needs rank 10 max badge. Uh, but every discussion I heard about him, people keep saying he needs to be better than the other legendary. So for Deathstroke, it's not necessarily about what the badge does, even though his badge does really make his damage skyrocket. It's more about these stats right here. Once you get into like rank 30 badge, like this attack boost is going to be plus 40 to 50%. Like badges are super important to rank up because of this. Not only this, but because of this mainly. This just supports the rest of his kit. But this is really what's going to set your characters through the roof. Like these crazy stat bonuses that they're going to get. What were we doing? Elseworld. I see. I only look at the effects. Yeah, so yeah, it's not just about the effects that those things do. It's the crazy stat boost you get from just leveling up the badge. Once you get like one team that has all of its badges maxed, like that team is going to perform extremely well. My bird team is also almost maxed, which is why I'm starting to build my third team. Decisions. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Just make sure you lock down a third team that you think is going to be good or that's going to last a while. If I'm gonna pick Deathstroke rank 8 or Soup's DPS rank 8, I say Soup's DCU is better. But if rank they're both at 10, um, it depends. Because Soup is a front row. He's a front row. Like he performs as he's a DPS, but he performs as a tank. So do you need a tank? If the answer is no, just go with Deathstroke. Granted, I still think you should build up DCU Superman because DCU Superman is probably the best character in the game. I don't know why that won't go away. It's bothering me. wants me to use those shards, but I don't want to use them. Gotta level up a character. Fun. Yeah, if I can get these 40 shards right here, I'll be able to get him to rank 8, which is great. Dang it. Sent me a friend request in game. That be you? Oh, you're in Jokers, huh? That's isn't that Mr. Squirrel's guild or league? What is happening? Spend 40 grenades, clear Elseworld, participate. Yeah, I'm with Mr. Squirrel. He's really smart. I enjoy watching his content. All right, this unlocks pretty soon. Oh, we got 30 minutes. I need to hurry this up. Yeah, I haven't really seen too many content creators for this game too, which is a little surprising. I mean, it's good for me because, like, you know, less competition, but all right, that clears up dailies. We can get some stuff from Peacemaker event. Dude, can we buy anything? All right, I'll buy one of those, and I'm pretty sure that ends the event, right? Oh no, we still got one more day, yeah? Where's the timer? Oh, doesn't say. I think we still got one more day, but all right, let's go over to the free-to-play account. I'm not shutting off the stream. It's just gonna go black for a second while I switch accounts. Takes a second to load too. I apologize. There we go. All right. All right, we got to run through these dailies. Oh wait. I think I've already done some dailies, right? Um, yeah, we've already done quite a bit of dailies. All right, cool. They should start investing on content creators for the game. I mean, they can if they want. I don't, I don't really care. I probably wouldn't join anyway because I know with a lot of those companies, they usually restrict in what you can and can't say, and I want to be completely honest with you guys about where the game's at and where it's going and actually what I think instead of them telling me what to say. So I don't know. It just depends. They'd have to offer me some good money, or at least some in-game benefits or something. I don't know, but I really just I want to be very transparent with you guys about things, and if I am tied to a contract with the company or something, um, I wouldn't be able to do that. I started making content, but I honestly just do it because I like it. I like watching them back and try to improve. Yeah, content creation is a lot of fun, man. I really enjoy helping people. That's why I do it. And I've ever since like I was I don't know like 19 or 20, I wanted to do content creation, but I wasn't sure what kind. And then I fell in love with gotcha games, and the rest is history. I tried Marvel Strike Force, but uh, that game is really congested with top content creators. So like you don't really get a whole lot of you don't get a lot of views. That and the game's like almost 10 years old now, so there's a lot of information and it's hard. It's if you haven't played the game for a while, it's really hard to make content on it. I really liked Marvel Strike Force too, though, but I just don't think it was meant for me to be a content creator for that. What do you think about Bane as a tank? He's an off tank. I don't think he can main tank. Play Marvel Strike Force as well. Yeah, yeah. It's fun. The only thing I don't like, and so I played DC Dark Legion before this, and I hate being tied down to a time schedule of like when I need to be on and when I need to participate in things. I just can't work like that. So because I've got real life responsibilities, and missing stuff in a game and then getting in trouble, people getting mad at you for it, and it's just like, well, like, dude, like I don't know what to tell you. Like I got real life stuff going on, so I can't deal with that kind of game where you have to be on at certain times. Or with DC Dark Legion, like there was times I would have to wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to do our battles or something, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like that's why I like this game a lot more, because like it gives me I can literally not log in all day, get on and get my dailies done in 30 minutes and then be off. You know, like I don't have to spend 4 to 5 hours every single day trying to get stuff done for my league or stuff or something. But I do like Marvel Strike Force as a game. I just don't like being tied down to a time schedule or having to get on every 2 hours to do blitz. 100% about Dark Legion. Did not like the mandatory times to be on to do events. Yeah, it was buns, dude. Like we had people in our league that were waking up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning just to do like PvP for 30 minutes and then try to go back to bed. And I'm just like, bro, this is dog water. Like if they should have done it to where the global servers wasn't everybody together. They should have done it based off regions. It would have been a lot easier for guilds to participate in things. I did like the pull rate in that game though. Like being able to get characters. I thought it was quite a bit easier. How did DC Worlds Collide get my interest? So this game released, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, something like that. But it was only released to like the certain countries because they were playtesting it. Then it got shut down, and then Warner Brothers got the rights to the game. And when I found out Warner Brothers got the rights to the game, I was like, oh, okay. And then so I started watching this game quite a bit and trying to get like a lot of information on it, but there wasn't a whole lot out there because I don't speak, other languages besides English. So I had some people like translate some things for me, and I was like, oh, this game looks cool. That and I love DC, so like I'll play anything DC. I played freaking Suicide Squad if that tells you anything. Um, but I like DC. I like Marvel. Like any of those games, I typically will at least give it a shot. Um, so that's kind of how I got into this game. I found out about it before it shut down, and got sad when it got shut down because I knew we wouldn't get the global release of it. And then when Warner Brothers bought it, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna bring it to global," and I got really excited, and I was like, "All right." And then when this game dropped, I was sitting there like, should I do content creation on it? I don't know, blah blah blah. And then I finally was just like, you know what, we're just gonna do it, see how it goes, and here we are. And I think it's going pretty well. Same, anything DC or Marvel, sign up. Yeah, like I tried Marvel Mystic Mayhem. It was okay. I didn't like the only being able to use 3 characters. I didn't understand the point of collecting a bunch of characters and only being able to use 3 of them. I don't know if we're gonna win this. I don't know what happened to the in-game music. You gonna give me a bone here, game, or what? I didn't. Yeah, I didn't I thought the game design was cool, but like limiting us to 3 characters only was kind of. I was like, eh. I'm running out of revives now, man. I have not been getting good luck on this. Finally, I don't know where the music went either. Weird. Oh, because I switched accounts. Oh yeah, people won that fatal what is it? Fatal exception event. Crazy. I can't believe all these people beat it. Giga Whales. Gotcha game with 3 characters is limiting your theory crafting. Well, I think the game could have expanded. I think you could have done 5 characters. Obviously, they'd have to expand the maps and stuff. Um, I just didn't see a really good potential in only being able to use 3 characters. Now, like gotcha games like Wuthering Waves and stuff, like they limit you to 3 characters, but like the games are different in a sense. So like it's not necessarily just limiting the 3 characters, it's also like how the game itself works. Like with that game, it was more of like a tactical game, but you were only allowed 3 units, and I was like, you could have easily expanded this to 5 units, let us build more characters out, and we could have done more like tactical type stuff. But that's not really how the game turned out to be. I don't think we're gonna be able to clear main stage. Oh, I still gotta hit 180. Ooh, big yike. Let's get it. Yeah, I didn't know Marvel Mr. Mayhem don't do that. But if you know AFK Journey, same style but 5 characters. I looked into AFK Journey, but I don't know. I've never really been a fan of AFK games. I think the only other game that I'm looking forward to is like it looks like Wuthering Waves, but it's more of like Warframe. If anybody's ever played Warframe, so the combat is like Wuthering Waves, but the gotcha there's no they took out the gotcha system and replaced it with like a Warframe type um like building style, which I think is really cool. So I'll be giving that a shot too, but that doesn't come out I don't think for like another couple months. Can I do both of my attacks? Did that one. Did that one. Okay. All right. What else do we got? Oh, might as well do these real quick. Level up 5 reinforcements. I don't think I have reinforcements to level up. Oh, that sucks. What else? Upgrade equipment. I can do. I think I should do a gear guide too, but because gear is pretty straightforward. Like you really don't want to invest a whole lot into gear early on. You want to wait till you start getting the epic gear before you really start investing. And even then, you might want to hold off. All right, we got a green. Heck yeah. I don't need that. Okay. Now I gotta look at the shop, make sure I got everything for the day. Do I save up for the universal shards? Or do I just... I think I save up for the... Yeah. Not Robin. He's almost to rank 8. I might want to pick up Robin shards. Man, they need to give out more league currency. All right, we finished just in time. I think I'm gonna have to do that more often. I need that. Think we pick up the Mr. T shards? I don't know. I don't know. I think I pick up the Mr. T shards. Yeah. Just because I know if I ever get those characters, I'm gonna build them. Can you... That's... Alright. Good to go. Okay, so we still need to pull Ocean Master, and Block Team will be ready to start leveling up. And then my second team, I don't know. I already have Superboy, so maybe we work, like we try to get Starfire and stuff too. Try to get Starfire, Bizarro. All right. Still need to get him ranked up. So 1,000. 12. 12 and some change. About 12 and a half. And they... Nah, it's not gonna be. Well, it's gonna be another day before I can upgrade it. I guess I can start taking these guys to 180. How many tickets we got? We only got 6. No, I'm gonna save off till I get 40. That way I get a guaranteed legendary one. Okay, so now we just gonna wait for reset, I guess. Y'all got questions or anything? Leather Wizard. I have no idea who this guy is. All right. Can we do any here? Can try to do a simulation real quick. These are getting a little tough though. All right, while this is going, I'm gonna go get my protein shake ready, and then we'll hop in and do the dailies for the next day at 8 p.m. Holy cow! I can't catch a break. Man, you guys are awesome. We got 17, 18 of you in here tonight. That's crazy. We're almost to 500 subs too. I think when we get to 500, I'm going to do some kind of giveaway. We'll do some, we'll do like a Google Play card or something. Just to say, you know, like, thanks for supporting me and all that. If I can start making money off this too, that'd be great. Granted, I don't think it's much, but anything's better than nothing. It's 7:53 in the morning for me. Holy cow. Where are you at? Getting ready to head to work, I bet. I work all weekend. Somewhere in Asia. All right, that makes sense. It's almost 8 p.m. where I'm at. Oh, you must be close in the States then. Not very popular place called Malaysia. I don't know too much about Malaysia. I'm pretty ignorant. Oh, South Carolina. I've been to South Carolina. South Carolina is awesome. I was working for a plumbing company, and we traveled all up and down the East Coast, basically. But I've been to I went to South Carolina a lot. We did like commercial companies, a lot of Dollar Trees. We did. I think we did a couple WalMarts, but I think Walmart usually has their own companies do that. And then a couple of like mom and pop shops we did too. But we did mainly like big commercial buildings. I did a couple malls. That was fun. Went to college. Oh, I went to college in Western Carolina University, up in the mountains of North Carolina. But I moved down here to South Carolina temporarily because my girlfriend started her nursing program. Then, when she gets her RN, she's following me to graduate school. Dope. So you're just waiting to go to graduate school then? How much longer does she have? I finish up at community college here in the next, I think December. I'm pretty sure I'm done in December, and then I move on to university somewhere. I got to transfer. Basically, yeah, I'm doing clinical psychology, so I'll be diagnosing disorders and stuff like that. Cool, man. I'll be your first customer. She has a year and a half left. Ooh, so what are you doing in the meantime? Are you just working like odd jobs for change or what? Currently, I'm an ABA therapist. I'm still working in the field while waiting. Cool. I don't know what an ABA therapist is, but I guess it's some type of therapy, isn't it? ABA is basically play therapy with kids. Um, how does that work? Can you just teach kids how to stretch or something? Or do kids like actually come in with like actual problems and you actually have to give them therapy? All right, I think the new day started, so we start doing dailies. So we take data while playing, while kids play together, set different goals for them based on what they need help with. An example with one of my clients is he likes to elope and leave an area without cleaning up his toys first. So we have coached them to be independent while cleaning up. Uh, okay. I can see how that could be beneficial. Okay, the new day has started. No. What was this? Oh, this is the guessing game, right? That is Green Arrow. This is Poison Ivy. This is Cheetah. Oh, I don't know this one. Okay. Superman? Superboy. Okay. Boomerang? Yeah, Boomerang. This one is Bane. Yep. This one is Harley. This one is Nightwing. Yep. This one would be Starfire. No. Okay. Hey, we got them all. Make sure you get your carnivals done. These are easy rewards. There's not much of them, but better than nothing. So they're young and have autism, so they need help regulating emotions and learning coping strategies. That I gotcha. That's gotta feel really fulfilling to do for sure. I'll be honest, I never looked at the artwork before in the game, but this game mode made me learn all of them to be on top rank. Yeah. Yeah, what is the top rank rewards for this? Uh oh. Yeah, you definitely want to try to get top rank. It's a little hard though, man. Some of those pictures don't come out. Like you can't tell what it is until like halfway through. I went through most of my life without knowing I had autism. Once I was diagnosed, it made so much sense. Yeah, I could see that. What color was the flower Bizarro gave to Lex Luthor? The answer is yellow. Alright, let's go in and hit the boss so we can be done with this account on for weekly world bosses. I heard they changed this. No, it's still Pandora. I don't think I have to sacrifice characters. I guess I do. Okay. We'll take out you and we'll take out you. We'll throw in Constantine and we'll let Frankenstein go to town. I think he hits pretty hard, doesn't he, Frankenstein? Yeah, I know there's like different types of autism and stuff. It's kind of hard to like unless you're like I don't want to be mean about it, but if like you're unless you're like really super autistic, like you probably don't know you have it. I think we're doing all right. He's gonna start hitting like a truck though. I don't like how this final boss fight is sacrificed. Like I don't know anybody who's building up a sacrifice team unless they pull Doctor Strange. It's difficult because parents of 90s, especially in Asia, don't really acknowledge mental stuff. Yeah, but I think that's just like part of the culture, isn't it? That's why like in like anime and stuff they kind of like normalize depression. They just assume their kids are slow or very disobedient. Yeah, I can see how that could be rough. Did I say Doctor Strange? I probably said Doctor Strange. Do I have enough currency? I should have enough currency to buy my date. Gotta be careful though. I don't want to run out of gems. Mm, Yeah, I might want to pick up gold. Never know when you're gonna need. So, you can probably get this today. Start getting our Ocean Master fragments. I need to start stocking up on those. That way, when I pull him, I can just upgrade him immediately, and he'll be. Oh, what about Crisis Watch? Did we finish Crisis Watch? Did. Hooray! I think we're hard stuck on this too. It's a fulfilling job, but it can be overwhelming at times. I love it though. It's a great job. I'm only 22 as well. I get paid pretty well, and I get insurance covered through work, so it's all great. Yeah, yeah. Especially as you start getting older, certain things just start becoming really important, like insurance and stuff, and having things put together correctly. And sounds pretty good though, man. You should be proud of yourself. Yeah, we're gonna be stuck on this stage for a while, I'm pretty sure. Most likely this one too. Odd. I could use my boy here. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Ooh. Yep. I probably won't be able to use that Sinestro again. But at least we were able to clear stage. Slow, steady progress over time. What it's all about. Holy cow, we're up to 21 viewers. Guys are awesome. Thank you. We'll push this as far as we can, and then we'll start jumping into arena. Although it's probably not going to be very exciting for this free-to-play account, but should be all right. We're really just there to get the currency. You need the currency so you can get the shards to upgrade your teams. Yeah, I gotta find a way to take out green arrow like immediately. So we can try my boy here. See if that works. All right, that takes care of like the major problem. But I don't know if we have enough HP left over to finish it. Yeah, no, looks like we're gonna be stuck here for a while. All right. Oh, Evil Falls. Still Ultraman? Okay. And I manualed it. We might take you out and put in her. See how this goes. I'm gonna manual this. Oh, that is a banger soundtrack. Just do a little bit of extra damage with Nightwing there. Nice. Let's get some heals real quick. I think we might be able to do this. Get Nightwing to ult, do a little bit extra damage so that we can get through this. And GG. Easy, easy. Alright, that completed what? Rank 9 or level 9. And we're on to level 10. See if we can repeat that. Ooh, unfortunate. So we are just lacking like a little bit of damage to be able to clear those kryptonite crystals. Which we should be able to get a little bit more damage if I upgrade Wonder Woman a little bit. Let's see. Let's see if I can put in like upgrade her gear or something. Is this attack? Okay, so this one's attack. See if we have an attack one here. Oh, we got all H. Feels bad. And the helmet is attack, yeah. Okay. Let's upgrade this a little bit and see if we can't push it a little bit farther. And maybe we also upgrade a couple of his attack pieces too. As HP. Okay. Well, that attack is pretty decent. What about him? Can make him a little bit beefier. Attack. You just throw this other HP one on him. We'll upgrade this. And we'll upgrade. No, there's about. Okay. All right, let's try this out now. So we have a little bit more attacks, so we should be able to kill the crystals now. But I don't know if that's the biggest concern here. I think the survivability might be a little more of a concern. Okay. Need to heal. He's gonna do his ultimate. Not much damage. Cool. Ult here. Who is better to invest, Batman or Vigilante? So if you're going to run the Peacemaker team, it's going to be Vigilante. If not, if you're not going to run the Peacemaker team, just do Batman. I don't think Vigilante is going to be very good without his team. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think survivability is what we're lacking there. That's fine. I don't want to upgrade any more equipment today, so we'll just have to deal with that. Yeah, during my playtesting with Vigilante, he was outperforming Batman, but it was only because he was paired with Peacemaker. And I think it also had to do with something like we were fighting two opponents, and Vigilante obviously hits multi-target, so. But he was outperforming my Batman, being one less star than my Batman, so. No, Peacemaker, oof. Yeah, I would just invest in Batman. If you're going to build Batman, I'm not saying that you should build Batman, but if you are going to build Batman, invest in Batman. Vigilante's going to need Peacemaker and most likely Judo Master, plus some other armor break characters for that team to really work properly. Or I shouldn't say properly, but like work to the best of its ability. Man, you gotta love just getting curb stomped in PvP. Wow, we shouldn't have lost that. What happened? Ooh, Victor's. Who's fighting? Crazy, crazy team. This one I'm a little bit iffy about, but it probably works. Bro, I swear some of these high level players just have built characters but don't know how to build. Hey, we won. All right. On again. All right. This dude's gonna crush me. This dude's gonna crush me. Oh wow, we managed to get one off. Two? We won? What? What is this luck today? I usually have bad luck. There we go. There's our loss. I knew it was coming. This guy should crush me too. We'll see though. Yeah. All right. God, I really want to play with the creature commandos. I'm excited to see their buffs, but like, I really want to pull them first. Hey, another W. That's what I like to see. We're moving up in the world. Oh wow, another win. That's awesome. What do we have to get to for the next rank? That Started watching your videos a few days ago. Good stuff so far. I'm in the process of trying to figure out what teams I have available. I can definitely help you with that if you want. I'm thinking about trying Dr. Phosphorus in my burn team, and once I take DCU Soups out of Mr. T team. Uh, yeah, both those characters are going to work really well in the burn team, especially Dr. Phosphorus. I think he's actually probably one of, if not the, one of the better characters on that team. And then DCU Superman, obviously, because his detonation damage when he ultimates is going to go through the roof. He's going to be crazy. I still like him better on a burn team or on Mr. T's team, but if you don't have Mr. T's team, he's going to work really well on a burn team. All right, I think we're almost done with PvP. Almost, maybe. Okay. But yeah, Mogloth, if you want to, give me some characters that you're thinking about, we can definitely try to help you out by building a team. Or at least giving you an idea on who to build. If I get to 400, I can get this. We're only a little bit off. We're definitely going to take it. Hopefully, we can clear this. We can clear this one today. Bum bum. Bum bum. The main 6 characters I use are Constantine, Lex, Nightwing, Zatanna, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Who your epic characters. I need to know your epic characters. When taking damage taken 10%. This one is really, really good. Ooh, we got Hal. We might be onto something here. I say we take out Cheetah, put in Hal, have Hal ult seconds. I'm not sure if Scarecrow's ult is. Increases attack when enemy is. Yeah. We could take Wonder Woman. What are we losing? EXP? I could lose some EXP. We'll take Wonder Woman. I'm gonna make sure I clear this today. The listed 6 are all 3 red. DCU Soups, Green Arrow, Robin, Groff, Ocean Master, Jessica, Bloodsport, and Mr. T are all 1 red. Alright. Do Nightwing and Lex for your tanks. Ocean Master for support. And Wonder Woman and Jessica. If that's like your entire roster. No, I take that back. That's too many. Lex, Nightwing, Ocean Master, Jessica, Bloodsport. Yeah, you already have like the main core for your block team. So just do Nightwing, Lex, Ocean Master, Bloodsport, and you can either do Wonder Woman or Jessica. It's up to you. Jessica's going to provide a little bit more survivability with her shields. She does pretty good DPS. Wonder Woman's, Wonder Woman. She's going to nuke. So, up to you. If that is your full, roster. But, you already have the core characters for... Oh, okay. Here comes more. Superboy, Kid Flash, Red Hood, Raven, Bane, Two-Face, Star Sapphire, and Vixen are all 5 yellow. Oh, okay. Well, like, if you don't want to invest in Lex, just invest in Vixen. Do Nightwing, Vixen, Bloodsport, Robin. Ocean Master. And all those shards are pretty available, so you'd be able to build them up fairly quickly. I think the only 2 characters on that team that you'd actually have to pull for, like when banners come around, is Vixen and Bloodsport. They're probably going to lag behind a little bit, but you can get Nightwing shards really easy. You can get Ocean Master shards really easy. Yeah, I started creating that block team with one of my Elite Arena teams. The 5 you mentioned. Yep. Yeah, you have all the characters for a block team. Just do a block team as your first team, and then push them. I'd say to like rank before you start really making any or start like building up other characters. Try to get them to at least rank 10. Especially Ocean Master. You want to try to get Ocean Master to rank 10 as fast as possible. Or you can do what I do and try to keep them all about the same rank. But chances are you're going to get the Ocean Master and the Nightwing shards really quick, so you'll be able to build them up faster than the rest of the units. You can also get Robin shards really quick. How do you farm to get characters at rank 10? I never feel like I'm getting anywhere. Yeah, well, it's going to take you a while. Like I'd say to get a whole team to rank 10, it's probably going to take you anywhere from 4 to 6 months. It's time consuming, but like that's just how gacha games are. They let you play for like an hour or two a day to get resources, then you sign off and get back on the next day. Like you can also, like when you summon and stuff, like to make the progression a little bit easier or quicker, is when you summon, your desired characters need to be part of that main team. So for instance, if we're looking at that team, your desired characters would, like, if you really wanted to push Ocean Master to rank 10 fast, one of your desired characters would be Ocean Master, and that'll give you a better opportunity at getting more Ocean Master shards. Realistically, to get characters to rank 10, and I mean, it's, if you do it fast, it's probably because you're lucky, or you just like really focus down on getting your characters to rank 10, or you spent money. Otherwise, it's just going to be like, a slow grind to do it. Yeah, desired characters is the best way to get rank 10. Also, knowing which banners to summon from is important. Stay away from the weekly or legendary banners. They're too expensive now. Agreed. Agreed. Okay, what else do we have to do? We got a mission and quick resources. Okay. A gear guide would be coming. I'm sorry. A gear guide would come in handy to use as reference. Like I could do like a universal gear guide, but like the only way I would do like a gear guide is if I probably should start adding them to like individual character reviews, similar to how I did Vigilante. But a rule of thumb, like, is if it's a DPS, typically you want 4 crit to attack. If it's a tank, depending on what kind of tank, you want 4 HP, 2 block. If it's for the block team, I actually considered going 4 block, 2 HP. If it's a support and they don't do like crazy damage, typically they want HP set and to attack. I can show you. Actually, I think we're done with this. I'll show you on my main account how I kind of build characters, gear wise. What would be the best gear for Dr. Phosphorus for burn team? I'll be using him as a tank, so I was thinking 4 health, but I don't know what to do for the last 2. Crit? No. It'd be a damage. Burn scales off damage, I believe. Or attack. Detonation deals superpower damage equal to 60% of attack for each stack. So for the burn team, like I wouldn't use crit on a burn team. I'd use straight 4 attack. Oh, we're so behind on this already. One featured recruitment. I'll take some more shards, that's fine. Gotta level up character 5 times. No. Don't tempt me, devil. Upgrade reinforcement, I won't be able to do that. Okay. So I think we're done with this account for today. Let me switch back over to my main account and we'll start working over there. I'll show you guys gear and stuff like that. Give me just 1 second. The screen's gonna go black, but I didn't leave, I promise. All right, we're back. We're back. Okay, so as far as like, yeah, actually, I now that I think about it, I think most characters need their own types of builds. But for like universally, like if we're looking at like a straight nuke DPS, like Wonder Woman is, you're gonna want 4 crit because her kit revolves around critting, and the more crit she has, the more crit damage she gets, and the more damage she does. So her whole kit revolves around critting, so you're gonna want to put 4 crit to attack on her. For like Nightwing, I went with 4 block because he's part of the block team. He wants to block a lot so that everything can start working. So a lot of block on Nightwing, 2 HP. As far as these go, like I stacked HP on them because I don't even know if these things roll with block yet, but assuming that they do, I don't know if you want to put block on it or not, but I went with HP. You're probably better off getting like HP percentage here and here, but so for like a block tank like Nightwing, 4 block, 2 HP. Superman is like a straightforward tank. You could probably run him like this. You could do 4 HP and then 2 block, but you could also switch out the block for attack sets. You could run attack on him to get the extra attack damage, which would be pretty good if he's in a burn team, because he's probably going to proc a lot of detonations, so that's good. Lex. So Lex, he's a bit slow compared to like some of the other units. So I like to run 2 speed on him, but you also could run like 2 block, as well as the 4 HP. Deathstroke, again, he's another like single target DPS, so I went with 4 crit, 2 attack. Is there any like specific character you want to see how to build? Because we can go over like individual characters and how to build them. I don't mind doing that. I got the rest of the night to just chill, so. Okay, so I have 4 attack and 2 crit on my Superboy and Starfire for my bird team. Should I replace the crit with speed? Yeah, that could work. So you could do that, or if the team feels a little bit squishy, you could just replace the crit with HP sets. Ocean Master. So Ocean Master, I run him. So there's multiple ways you can run Ocean Master. I run Ocean Master in my backline. So and he counterattacks a lot. So I like getting him with attack and crit. You can either run since his kit doesn't really revolve around crit, like the extra crit's nice, but you don't really need it. So you could just run 4 attack and 2 crit, or you could run 4 attack and 2 HP. Just depends on how you want to build him. If you want him to survive a little bit longer, put the HP sets on him. If you want him to deal, random amounts of crit damage, then do the crit. And for Vixen, I don't think I have built properly, but I'm running her in a 4 HP and 2 attack set. You could also switch it to if you're going to run her strictly in the block team and you want her to block a little bit more often. I would go 4 block, 2 HP. Sinestro. Okay, so Sinestro is a friggin' nuke, right? And how do we build nukes? We build them attack and crit. So I want 4 crit on him to attack. He wants to do as much damage as he can with all those debuffs applied to everybody, so he can nuke the front line or the back row, depending on, which row he's attacking. But yeah, generally your strong DPS that are designed to nuke a battlefield, you're going to want to run them 4 crit to attack. And as far as Grodd is concerned, Grodd's a little bit slow. So I run 4 speed on him and 2 HP. You could also do it the opposite way. You could run 4 HP and 2 speed. Or you could even throw a block on him. I like running Grodd like this because typically he's really slow. So like the rest of the team will go and then he'll go. Or I'm sorry, like the rest of the enemy team will go and then he'll go. But if you put a little bit more speed on him, he tends to attack before the enemy has a chance to do their full rotation, which is kind of nice. So it just depends on what you want to do with Grodd. I probably should switch him to a 4 HP, 2 speed, but this is working for me right now, so this is what I'm using. And then if you're making a debuff team, let's look at Raven. I like Raven to go super fast, so I got 4 speed. And then the reason I have 2 HP on her is because her revive is based off of her HP. So the higher her HP is, the more HP she'll recover when she revives one of your allies. Do we look at any more characters? Or do you want me to go back over anything, or... Yeah, now that I think about it, I think each character is probably going to need their own guide. Oh, it's such a pain in the butt. Constantine. Okay, so Constantine, again, he's going to be one of your nuke characters. So you want 4 crit, 2 attack. He does a lot of big AoE damage. I mean, this is pretty staple for like most, I'd say the majority of your DPS. You want them to hit hard, and you want them to crit as much as possible, so that you can potentially wipe out teams. Curious, why do you have some badges unlocked? Ooh, good question. So badge, the inertron fragments are super, super hard to come by. So when I started out, I didn't know this. I put a lot of badges on characters that didn't need badges, um, and now I don't use some of those characters. So now I'm hurting on inertron fragments. So I'm either gonna have to wait a while or spend a lot of money on the game in order to get my badges to where they need to be. So typically, your badges, you want to focus your badges or upgrading the badges for one team at a time. If you're spreading out your inertron fragments to upgrade your badges over multiple teams, you're going to fall short at some point, and then that team is going to suffer because of it. So your badges, you want to focus on getting badges on one team first, and then you can start thinking about maybe putting badges on another team. Is he good to have supports with only DPS team? Constantine? Is he good to have supports with only DPS team? It kind of just depends on what team you're running Constantine with. Like if you're running him on Mr. T's team with DCU Soup, then yeah, like you could run Constantine. But typically, and it's only because DCU Superman acts like a tank. He's a DPS character, but he acts like a tank. He soaks up a lot of damage for that team. But typically, if you're running Constantine with just random DPS or something, like I would have to know the team, but your back row characters, like this guy right here, like he's really squishy. Like his HP is small, so when he gets hit hard. So the reason I say this is those DPS characters are going to need tanks in order to survive. If they don't have tanks, then they're not going to survive very long. Unless the whole strategy of that team is to nuke the battlefield, like within like a turn or two, you're going to need tanks. I gotta say, because of Peacemaker, it made me realize how strong crits are, because the anti-crit passive makes him look that much tankier than others that I use. Yeah. Peacemaker being an anti-crit tank is huge for his kit. I mean, not only that, but the physical damage reduction is nice too. I would have liked it more if he would have been a superpower damage reduction. I think that would have been nice, because then we could at least try to counter Mr. T's team. But I think Peacemaker's great. The anti-crit is awesome. So I think their best matchup is probably against a crit / AoE team. I think they counter a crit / AoE team really well. Do we want to look at any more characters? Gear wise? How does Robin feel to me? He pulled a lot of his shards. I think Robin's great. I think he's one of the only characters that can really start the game or start a fight by taking out a main back row target, which is at this point in the game it's really uncommon to see, but it can also be very beneficial, because taking out like a Sinestro first round, like you basically won that match. You know what I'm saying? So I think Robin's really good for what he does. Bloodsport, if you haven't already done him, please. Okay, so Bloodsport he's interesting. So I'm running him right now in a 4 crit to attack. and this is because he's one of the main damage dealers on that team. Now, you can also run him like 4 attack and 2 block to maybe get some extra block procs for your Ocean Master and the synergy, but I don't think it's needed because Vixen, you can like your Vixen, your Nightwing, they're gonna hit the cap for his synergy. So if you look at his synergy, so every 4 times you block, you get an increase to attack by 4% to a maximum of 30, and obviously this will go up once you get him to ranked. Actually, it doesn't go up, but yeah. So every 4 blocks you get, your party gets an attack increase. So I don't think you need your like the main DPS for that team to have extra block, because your Nightwing, your front row tank should be getting those blocks off. I'd recommend 4 block and 2 attack on Bloodsport. Ooh, I don't know. I don't think he needs it. I think you want him to do damage. But that's okay too. Like, if you feel like Bloodsport needs to block more, then put more block on him. I mean, I'm running him just like this, and he seems to do fine. He does a lot of damage, so it allows him to prevent being sniped early. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you think he's gonna get sniped early, then yeah. I have Deathstroke and Ocean Master for my block team, and Bloodsport isn't my main damage dealer. Well, if you have Deathstroke, obviously Bloodsport isn't going to be your main damage dealer. But even then, having 2 really good damage dealers on the team is a good option too. A lot of it though is looking at the team and finding out where you're falling short, and then make adjustments from there. So if you're playing with Bloodsport and you're thinking that Bloodsport is taking too much damage and you need him to survive a little bit longer, then throw the block set on him. But this is just how I'm using him. I mean, other people's accounts are different, and everybody has their own different style of play. So, what about Ocean Master? Do you block with him? I don't. I don't. I have him set up like this. The team in general lacks a lot of damage. So, in my opinion, the more damage that you can get out, the better. But if you want to run a full tanky squad that, you know, takes you 15 turns to beat, then build them that way. Yeah, see? Holloway's running him completely different. Like I said, I like the 4 attack 2 crit, but you could also change the crit to block if you need him, or if you want him to block a little bit more. I think his badge pretty much says it though. It's like, you know, his first level is additional counterattack chance by 15%. Then he gives 1 stack of firm stance to 2 or for 2 turns to allies who block. And then his last one is additional counterattack chance. So if he's going to be countering a butt ton, you want him to be doing damage. But then again, you know, if you don't want him to be doing a lot of damage and you'd rather him survive a little bit longer, then go with block. 4 block and 2 attack is recommended, I've seen. But I run him with 4 crit and 2 attack. See? Everybody runs their build differently. I think a lot of it depends on where your team is at and how you want the team to perform. If you want your Ocean Master and your Bloodsport to be doing damage, like in the for being back row, characters, then do that. If you want them to be a little bit tankier, run block sets on them. It just depends on how you kind of want to run the team. Because my front row, like Nightwing's going to block a lot. And I run Blue Beetle. I don't run Vixen. I run Blue Beetle, but Blue Beetle blocks a lot as well. So I want the rest of my guys to do damage while these 2 survive. It's basically what it comes down to. Shelter with Blue Beetle is honestly OP. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, well, like I think Blue Beetle is the one that enables my back row to be able to be less tanky because of the shelter buffs. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I run it the way I do. But I mean, your opinion on the gear set could be completely different, and I'm sure people have run stats on it and decided that one way of building a character is better than the other. I'm showing you guys how I built the characters. I'm not going to sit here and do math problems all day to figure out what the most optimal gear set is. I just simply run the team, see if it works, and see if I like how it works. And if not, then I make adjustments. Is there any other characters we want to look at? I wish I had Blue Beetle, but I'm hoping the Vixen rework will be good. She's a solid secondary tank for the block team, but could be better in my opinion. So I think the Vixen rework, I don't think it's going to be for block. I think she's going to get reworked into a bleed character, or like a better bleed character. Which is still fine because you can run the hybrid block bleed team, which is like, that's my favorite team right now, so. Or not my favorite team, but like it's one of the teams I use quite a bit. If you're running if you're running Vixen and Deathstroke, you could also try Two-Face for Bleed Synergy. Yep. I think I recommended that in my best block teams. Yeah. Yeah, and if you don't have Deathstroke and you're trying to run the Bleed Synergy, well, I wouldn't say the Bleed Synergy, but if you're trying to run the block/bleed team and you don't have Deathstroke, I think I'm pretty sure I recommended Robin, because Robin, again, I mean he does something that I don't think any other character on the roster really does right now, and that's single out a back row target, which is pretty crazy if you really think about it. Like if you had a rank 10 Robin. Where's my Robin? If you had a rank 10 Robin and his badge like fully maxed out, yeah, I'm pretty sure you could nuke a back row target. Turn 1. So even though if you don't have Deathstroke, you can still probably run a bleed slash block team, and I can show you what that looks like real quick. If you don't have Deathstroke, that's what we were doing. Yeah, let's say you don't have any legendaries for this, right? I think this is more realistic. Bloodsport, yep. That could be your team right there. For a bleed slash block team. And I think that's pretty solid. I think that's a solid team right there. Obviously, you'd want Vixen in some block gear. You'd have Nightwing in his block gear. And then you have these two DPSing. And he can also DPS. Plus, he gets the heal when people block, or when people block. So, I think that's a pretty good team right there. And then obviously the optimal team would be that. Or like if you didn't even want to run Bloodsport, hell, you just run Robin there. Boom. Perfect. Well, I need to run. I've been informative. It's been informative. I look forward to your future videos. Subbed. All right. Thanks, Moglith. I'll catch you later, bud. Thank you for stopping by, hanging out with us. I'm going blank. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Who is that? Oh, it's Robin. I don't know who that is either. Lex? Flash. Poison Ivy? Clayface. I suck at this. Batman. Red Hood? Okay. Who's this? Boomer. Ooh, score of 300. Nice. Bum. Wonder if they'll make a shocked debuff and use some electric characters in the future. So, considering they just added Fragile, I'm pretty sure they'll add some type of shock type debuff. Or like it's not impossible for them to add more debuffs into the game. Could definitely see it becoming a thing for sure. Because like we got characters like what Static Shock, Black Lightning. At least I think Black Lightning's DC. I know DC has quite a few electricity characters. Do I know them all? No, I don't. Yeah, we'll get the belt. I still haven't found a use for the crit heal set. And I don't know if the heal crit also works for shields, because that could be kind of interesting. But I don't know. I haven't really experimented with this because, like, we don't really have a whole lot of healing characters in the game yet. Crit heal is good for Pandora, so I've heard. Yeah, I could definitely see that, and that's because, like, her heal, like, she does damage when she heals, so, like, she'll deal, like, her damage, but, like, every instance of that damage and heal is a chance to crit, so that could definitely work on Pandora. Although I don't know if I don't know if I'll ever get around to, like, building Pandora. I mean, maybe some point in the future, but, like, I don't know. Like, unless I pull Dr. Fate at some point, I probably won't. Should we do League Boss? I kind of want to do League. What color was the flower? Oh, yellow. See if we can do some good damage here. It's sacrifice day though, so I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do very good. We definitely want her. We're gonna take Constantine. Take Pandora. Who do I want my front row to be? We could do him. Mr. T. We could do Mr. T. And do the, well, get that. Yeah, let's just do Mr. T. We want you to go first, then you, then Pandora, then Mr. T. Oh. I don't know. I'm gonna manual it though. I need her to res Superman. There we go. All right, Lapel. I'll see you later. Have a good day. Not my best run, but we'll take it. We want to try. What else do we want to try? Maybe we take you out. Try. We try Lex. I don't think Lex is gonna be good here. I don't know. I would like to run Sinestro. I don't have anybody to put in the front row. Gotta go. It's nearly 2:30. Yeah, dude, go get some rest. Thanks for stopping by, AJ. Hopefully we see you next time. I don't know. I don't have a good sacrifice team for this. Kind of buns. We can just try Lex. I don't know if he's gonna help much. I definitely want him to take out Constantine like almost every time. But I think my DCU Superman's gonna out damage him and then get the hit. Hmm. Wish I could have got this team to survive a bit longer. Who knows? Maybe we'll get another res off. No. Oh well. Oh, that's big. Take that straight to the bank. There's another 10 Mr. T shards. Ooh wee. Good rank him. I'm pretty sure we did our daily summon. Right? Yeah. Okay. I think we're hard stuck on these because the power is lazy. Oh, we got it. We got it. Heck yeah. Holy cow, Robin does us so much damage. That's what I'm saying, dude. I think Robin's a good character. Like if he took out my Wonder Woman right there, woo, it would have hurt. See if I can get her healed up. Whew. I think we got this one though. Should be able to just auto from here. Although Bane's at 50 tags. Wow. All right, that should finish. That's good. That's good. Making a little bit of progress today. Take care of Flash real quick. He's gonna be. Get Superboy to finish it off. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we got this. Hopefully this Nightwing isn't too crazy. Okay, cool. We were able to get him turn one. Ooh, that hurt. Just go ahead and heal up everybody in the back line. Have Kid ult. Nice. I swear we just fought this team. Oh no. Hmm. All right, let's try that one more time. That mirror master's the problem. Oh, barely squeaked by. Look at that. I'll try to go for the stun here. Didn't get one. All right, boys. It's 9:30, almost 9:40. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you all for stopping by. I really appreciate it. If you can, just like the stream on the way out. Also, we'll be streaming next week on Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. So if you guys want to catch another stream, we'll see you guys next week. Other than that, I ain't got anything else for you. Appreciate y'all stopping by. See you later.